For our final project, my group decided to do QR codes. We decided it would be best to do a kind of a story where the user could choose their own path, choose what part of the story they wanted to go to next, and if they wanted to stop or continue on. Carrie, one of our members of the group, decided to write the narrative for the story. It kind of turned into a scary kind of murder, spooky type story. Another member of my group, Ashley, decided to do the actual QR code and build the QR codes that we would then post around campus. So I decided for my portion of the project that I would be in charge of the photo and media video part to add to the story, so when people go on our site, on our Tumblr page, they could see those photos and see those videos. It was a little harder than I had thought it would be to take the photos, because when I went to campus it was on one of those snowy days and nobody was there, and there wasn't really too much interaction to take photos of to make it seem like it was a typical school day and that person who was using those QR codes was there. So I just took pictures of the spots where we plan to put the QR codes up so that people would know that they were at the right spot in the story. And then if they didn't want to do the QR code, that they could basically go on our Tumblr and they could do it that way and look at our story and kind of just see where they would be standing if, they had been there. And then for our final part, we had Alexa go to campus and actually post the QR codes around campus, and she also took photos of the QR codes that she posted, and we uploaded that to a Google Doc. And that's how we actually found it easiest to communicate with, doing a group project online, never even meeting anyone. I decided to create a Google Doc, and I emailed it out to everybody, and that was basically the easiest way, because it's almost like instant messaging. So I just put a color for each of the group members, and they did it that way. So that was the easiest way to communicate, and from there we kind of just assigned tasks. And that's how I ended up with photos, is I love taking pictures, so I decided that would be my best one. Video I thought would come into play a lot, but like I said, since I went into campus on a day where no one was really there, on a night that was pretty cold, it wasn't really allowed to take video of, so I ended up just with photos, and I thought that it worked really well. I thought our project went great. It turned out even better than I had expected. With the Tumblr page, Ashley did a wonderful job, and everyone did their part. The only member we didn't ever hear from was Steve, so I don't know if he's still currently in the class, but that was the only guy we hadn't heard from. But other than that, my group all pulled their weight, and I thought we ended up with a great final project.